FitMC.
Dear members of 2B2T, I came to your server in peace, thinking that I would find some nice people to play with and to hang out with. Instead, I've received a lot of insults towards me, my community, and my country. If you want the war, you're going to have the war. Team Baguette versus Team Veteran.
America goes to war. Men of the Army, Navy, and Marines reinforce the battlefronts on 6 continents to save the homes and ideals of free men from Axis domination. In Ireland, United States fighting men who have safely crossed the submarine-infested Atlantic strengthen their ever-increasing ranks. Yanks on the march on Irish sod. The worldwide conflict brings intrepid American airmen to China's heroic fighting front.
Give me a second, I see somebody. Oh yeah, that looks like a clown that needs to go down, baby. With the time zone difference, it can be hard to find new players like this that come from the French invasion. This gold farm looks like it's still operational. Well, not for long. Let's take this guy out. Caught you napping, buddy. The entire 2B2T community has united against the French invasion. Despite the community having a common foe, the power struggle between the various groups on 2B2T is stronger than ever, with multiple groups all vying to be the most powerful. A civil war of sorts is upon us. Now, Fuze's entrance into 2B2T has caused more infighting in the 2B2T community than any other invader before him. A few days ago, the higher-ups in the incursion began arguing about how the incursion should be run. During the evening of September 29th, anyone with any association to YouTube was suddenly removed from the incursion Discord. This included myself, Ant Venom, Taragadude, as well as a few others. Many disagreed with how the incursion was being run, with many refusing to obey the KOS list, members attacking other members, and numerous other individuals being kicked for seemingly no reason, which is why a new group has surfaced to oppose them. They call themselves the Anti-Incursion, and have already dealt several blows to the incursion, including the grief of the incursion spawn base, multiple victories in battle near 0-0, as well as causing havoc on the highways. Other groups such as Armorsmith's followers, Team Rainbow, the Vortex Coalition, and have all taken up arms for themselves against all sides, including the French. At this point, I know the best course of action for me is to not get involved with any side, and focus my efforts on finding Fuze himself. Staying true to the team veteran roots, I plan to eventually locate Fuze and have a chat with him. But in the meantime, it's still my job to let you all in on what has been happening on both sides. One of the first acts against the French by the 2B2T community was the French Friar. This project involved completely destroying the nether highways near 0-0 and trapping every portal on the perimeter. From there, withers were placed en masse at the bottom of the nether, surrounded by towering walls of lava on all sides. Numerous players were killed by this, both directly and from spawn patrols that were able to funnel them. A few days ago, a player by the name of WAO stormed the incursion's dupe stash. By destroying it, he cut off part of the incursion's supply line and killed many of the incursion members there. This act was one of the sparks that ignited the anti-incursion movement, and several battles near 0-0 began. With PvP prowess and guerrilla tactics, encounters with them have already proved fatal for many. There's a reason I'm keeping my distance from 0-0 for the time being. With numerous dupes over the past several years, weapons, armor, and gear are in no short supply, meaning that battles at spawn have become wars of attrition. If you kill someone, they'll return in several minutes re-geared and ready to die again. Many of the anti-incursion members have actually begun to repair the damage from the French fryer. They're actually repairing the highways directly above 0-0 so that they can continue to PvP. It's been an on and off battle to have control of this area between the incursion and the anti-incursion. Now, with both of these forces occupied, it has been easier for the French to escape. They can fight all they want, but my focus is still on Fuze, like it's been from day one. Finding Fuze and confronting him is not going to be an easy task. For starters, he pre-records his videos, meaning that his location is hard to figure out in the present. He usually finishes all of his filming around 5 a.m. Florida time, so the time zones are definitely a problem as well. Fuze giving his fans information on hacked clients will also make things more challenging once the French players become established. But luckily, 2b2t players come from all over the world, not just a single country. Tracking his whereabouts is still possible, just more tedious. The thrill of the hunt. This is what I live for. This is what makes 2b2t fun for me. It always has. Always trying to find and track down that one player. And I've had plenty of those types of players throughout the years that I've had to track down and eventually try and kill. Talo, Pop Bob, the Camping Rusher, Ant Venom, L Rich MC, Agent GB, and now, well, it's gonna be Fuze. By the time the Camping Rusher and I dueled in the summer of 2016, he had already become established enough where he actually stood a chance. If I were to fight Fuze now, it would be too easy. He is not nearly geared up enough, he hasn't played on the server long enough, he just simply lacks the experience. It wouldn't mean anything if I were to win. I'm going to give him some time to get established. I want him to really experience 2b2t culture. And once he's done this, and once he's put all of his experiences together, then I think he'll be ready to fight. And I think, you know, why not? I'll give him an honorable duel. The same way I dueled Rusher. 2 armor sets, weapon of choice, stack of god apples, no crystals. If we're gonna fight, we'll do it like men. I've been on 2b2t for over half a decade at this point. Long before I was internet famous, and long before I was a YouTuber, I was just a normal 2b2t player, born in the lag. I've seen so much transpire on this server over the years. If Fuze happens to beat me, I'll have nothing but respect for the guy, and I'll welcome him as an actual 2b2t player. But I don't think he's gonna beat me. I still think I've got this in the bag. Well, there's only one way to find out. We'll have to wait and see if he's up for the challenge. So Fuze, if you're listening right now, I challenge you to one-on-one combat when you're ready. No pressure. We'll only have a few 100,000 people watching. With that being said, come get some. Remember, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay updated on any happenings here on the oldest Anarchy server in Minecraft. I've got eyes and ears in all the major groups involved in this conflict, including the Incursion, the Anti-Incursion, Team Baguette. Oh, wait a minute. Did I say Team Baguette? Forget I said that. Just ignore that last part, okay? Okay, but anyway, if you haven't already, make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, which are both in the description of the video. And I have no idea what's going to happen from here on out. I am going to continue to hunt down Fuze, and I will find him eventually. and I'll be killing plenty of French players in the process. But in regards to this civil war on 2B2T, anything could happen. I guess we'll have to wait and see who comes out on top. So take it easy, everyone, and if you plan to play on 2B yourself, remember, stay alive out there. These are dangerous times.